Welcome to On the Mat. I'm December, a pro wrestler. This is your definitive source for everything independent pro wrestling. And the stars tonight, Billy Whack and Ritchard T Sin, are going to host it. So get ready to kick back and watch some awesome wrestling.
Hey, yeah! Welcome to On That. What are you doing, Ritchard T Sin? What the heck? What's going on?
The mother of my children. That was the mother of my children.
That's all he needs to say until WrestleMania, if you ask my opinion. That's all he needs to say. In fact, it would be better, Triple H, if you didn't say a single thing until WrestleMania. Just keep stalking around, keep chasing those guys, and keep throwing that hammer.
Did you see that look, though, Billy Whack? I mean, that look, it was going to explode.
He was angry.
Whew.
Angry.
Don't mess with a man's wife.
Why? I mean, right.
Whack.
What do we got on the mat tonight here? Ritchard T Sin.
We got good stuff. We got Thunderfoot taking on Maray Rocket from the War promotion just this past Friday. So probably air a few weeks in advance. So maybe not just this past Friday when you see this, but probably about a month prior. War at the War Center. Used to be the Slam Center on Narragansett in Chicago proper. War always knows how to bring it. Look at this poster.
Thunderfoot.
Thunderfoot.
He's going to be here tonight.
Thunderfoot. And we've also got the great Cheyenne wrestling December on a match tonight. December, our in-studio guest. And I got to ask, begs the question, we got a Native American theme going on tonight here, Billy Whack?
Hoya, hey, I think we do, and it might start to rain in the studio. That would be great.
Well, there's a lot of Hispanic people in Aurora. I stopped at a grocery store on the way, and there's a lot of Hispanic folk. So the Native Americans, the Hispanics, the Puerto Ricans, they're all going to be represented right here tonight.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, who's Puerto Rican that we're representing?
Well, Puerto Rican and Indian. See, it's all interconnected.
Oh.
The Puerto Ricans
I hear what
with
you're
the
saying.
Islanders.
I hear what
the
you're
Mexicans
saying.
Mexicans are Spaniards.
Wrestlers of ethnicity is what you're saying.
There you go. That's right. That's right. And we've also got Maray Rocket taking on Thunderfoot tonight from that War show. Going to be a good one. Not to mention December, our in-studio guest, the aforementioned. She's a lovely little gal that introduced us. She's going to be out here tonight to talk about her dealings with Great Lakes Championship Wrestling, among the other promotions she works with, PCW.
PCW. We've seen her in action already here tonight, and we're going to see her in action against the Great Cheyenne. I can't wait.
Okay, have we seen her in action with P.L. Myers?
Whoa. No, we have not. And
He's a little tall for
when
her.
she comes out here, I'm going to ask her a few questions about P.L. Myers and what's going on in PCW. I'm going to ask her if she's maybe gotten a sneak peek read of Gate to Gate. I'm excited.
That is what it's called, right? Gate to
Gate.
Gate to Gate.
Gate to Gate.
Wow. I mean, can you imagine running Gate to Gate with P.L. Myers?
With a duffel bag over your shoulder with somebody else's stinking underwear in it?
That's right.
I can't even imagine that.
That's right. No wheeled suitcases.
Yeah,
roller suitcases.
Life on the
P.L.
road
Myers.
cases.
He's old school. He carries a duffel bag.
No fanny packs. She's backstage. She's probably hearing this. We're probably making her uncomfortable because she works for PCW.
Well, P.L. Myers used to stop by Elmhurst all the time. I don't think he's got wind we're here in Aurora. If he does, he'll probably come over here and try. I just came to drop off a tape.
That'd be great. PL, come on out. Come on out. Free publicity for the book.
The book.
Gate to Gate.
Is it out?
Gate to Gate.
It actually completed. That one that you were when Trevor was still on the show. I think you missed that night, Billy. But P.L. Myers was here with the actual composite cover for Gate to Gate. Is it done? Is the book out? Is it more than just a composite?
I found out like a week before or 2 weeks before P.L. Myers was coming out. And I said, geez, Nick, can you reschedule with P.L. Myers? I want to be there for P.L. Myers. And it just didn't materialize. Thank you, Nicholas H.
No, from what I heard, you bowed out on purpose. You didn't want
No, absolutely not.
You didn't want to confront P.L. Myers live on TV.
I don't want to confront P.L. I mean, I will confront P.L. Myers, but I'm saying it wasn't going to be like, I just wanted to sit here and watch P.L. in all his splendor and glory talking about his book. He entertains me on a level that isn't. Whatever.
Let's
talk about Sam DeCero.
He's taller than you.
Yeah, and
he's not just Sam DeCero. I'm still talking about P.L. Myers.
Really?
He's tall.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's got an inch or two on you, Billy.
He's a little bit taller.
Yeah, guys, I have to say you're probably the most imposing manager in wrestling history in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, you are. You're a big dude.
Oh, I'm weird looking. Is my problem? I guess I'm weird. I'm like tall and just.
Guess what I did this weekend? Went and saw female roller derby. Windy City Rollers got the shirt on. Was really fun. Hot. I mean, I'll tell you. Talk about this. Chicks, usually skater chicks, thick, nice, well-proportioned, athletic.
I know what you're into now, Richard.
Athletic. Okay, yeah, I like him. But anyhow, it was a great time. It was. I'm telling you, I was going to say Congress Theater. That's where they used to run. Now they're at UIC Pavilion. They've taken it up a notch. UIC Pavilion, probably 800-900 fans in attendance. Billy Whack.
Wow.
Talk to me about what
indie wrestling.
What independent wrestling is drawing right now? 800-900 fans at a big venue like UIC Pavilion. 2 gimmick tables. Count them. 2 gimmick tables. I marked out and bought a shirt. Had a ball. Beautiful ladies, and then they do like an after party at the bottom lounge.
Wow.
I want to go there.
Speaking of gimmick tables, check it out. Look at this. These are going to be officially on sale at every independent show I work. These are the official Billy Whack hats.
No way.
Yeah, check it out. Cool. Check it out. These are going to be $49.99.
Whack!
Just email me and I'll scramble out and see if I can find another one. Somebody got it. Just Sailor, thank you, Sailor Dave. He got this, I think, at Kohl's.
Whack!
Isn't that cool? Look at that.
Yeah, it's like an old Batman show when they punch somebody and go baff, whack.
That's great. That's
Good
great
stuff. I like that hat. I'd buy one.
Yeah, well.
I still got my Vito Two Fingers Fontaine Fear the Chicken shirt.
Really?
And I do fear the chicken. I got hit with that once.
That rubber chicken?
It almost hurts as much as the kendo stick of Psycho. Or do you say Singapore cane?
I say kendo. I say stick. Oh, look out, he's got that stick. He's swinging that stick. That's what I say.
How about Raw last night? Ricky Steamboat really representing himself as the true professional that he is. I mean, Ricky Steamboat's a class act. Chris Jericho calling out another legend. What's up with this?
Don't you think that Steamboat Jericho would be a fantastic match at WrestleMania? I don't know if Ricky Steamboat still moves around and can still do what he can do. I mean, I don't think he's deteriorated. I think he's kept himself in good health.
Looks great.
And everything. He looks great. Rick, think about it. Steamboat Jericho.
Okay, but they're still teasing about Mickey Rourke. Now, what's going to happen with Mickey Rourke? Is Mickey Rourke still going to show up? I thought he was holding off, or maybe the publicist told him, no, Mickey, you can't go to WrestleMania. It's going to ruin your chances for the Oscar. Sean Penn won anyways. So what's going to happen now? Is Rourke going to show up on Raw next week?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I don't know. Mickey Rourke, all you have to do is show up at WrestleMania, be in the front row, and then when, not Hulk Hogan, comes over there and he's holding Chris Jericho, all you got to do is throw like hot coffee in Jericho's face, and then that's it. God, I hope it's not Hulk Hogan, Nicholas H. I hope it's not Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan doesn't need to be anywhere near WrestleMania. You don't need a WrestleMania payday, and you don't need to promote anything. It's WrestleMania 25, so you can be there. That's cool. But don't jump the rail, don't slide in the ring,
Haven't they been showing, you know what I've been noticing though, on the pre-show, the little video packages they do for WrestleMania, they have been showing a lot of Hulk Hogan and a lot of Bret Hart. So it begs the question, since the inroads are patched up between Vince and Bret, are Hulk Hogan, are Bret Hart going to show up at WrestleMania?
Yeah, you know what? If they do, it's going to be more of the same. Hogan, he's going to be all out there, and Bret Hart's going to be like a recluse, keeping to himself, signing autographs, sitting in his private. It's not like Bret Hart's going to be in the ring. It's not like anybody's going to get any payoff that they ever wanted in their entire life for any of this stuff. That's just the way it goes. You want to see Randy Savage at WrestleMania? Well, you won't. You want to see The Warrior at WrestleMania 25? You won't.
What happened to the rumors about Psycho Sid? I heard Psycho Sid was supposed to come back this year, and nothing of that.
No.
I would like to see Psycho Sid Udy. We're going to wrap this up. We got to go to our match tonight, the War promotion. We have got Thunderfoot, the Native American. Boy, does he got a war dance. He's even got a full headdress now, Billy Whack.
Yeah, I know.
Taking on Maray Rocket. Here we go. Oh, I just saw Nicholas H. hop out of the ring. What's he doing in there?
Hopping out of the ring, and that's fine with me.
Yeah. All right, Thunderfoot in there. You don't see the aforementioned headdress.
We've just been handed a note here in the studio that says, you need to move to regular spot. We are off center. Well, thank God we've got people fixing these cameras.
We're fixing this in actual production.
I absolutely did.
He did.
Absolutely.
He did.
Live without a net.
Yeah, that's it. He does worse to Sam DeCero. Don't feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Maray Rocket in there locking up against the big man Thunderfoot. Oh, Maray Rocket, pretty sizable young fella himself. If I'm not mistaken, he got his start at Windy City, too.
I believe he did, and I've seen Maray Rocket wrestling in Elite Pro Wrestling, and this guy is awesome. This guy is the future. What is that now?
Here we go.
Sounds like a space shuttle.
That's it. We're in space, and Thunderfoot just got flung into space and right down on the mat, OTM style. Nicholas H. Is Nicholas H. managing it? I think Nicholas H. is managing Thunderfoot here.
He's managing his career. Wait, where is this? Nicholas H. Where is
Slam Center. No, you're right. It's not Slam Center. It's we got it right in front of us, Billy Whack. Live at the Pyramid Club. Because it wasn't live, though, because you know this doesn't air right when it's not actually live.
No, sir.
But this was just this past Friday, 4 weeks back. Figure it out like that. Live at the Pyramid Club on Lake Street in Addison, Illinois. This is Thunderfoot. He's got that arm locked up on Maray Rocket. Maray trying to make his way back up.
Oh.
Steve Boz was on the card. The Suicide King, Nicky Six, or as I like to call him, Sicky Nicks.
Well, wait a minute. The Suicide King?
The Suicide King. That's cool. I
How
love
can
that.
you call yourself the Suicide King and be alive? You've obviously failed at suicide.
Because he throws his caution to the wind. He has no regard for his own personal safety. See, that's what that is. Yeah, he's the Suicide King. And the Latin lover, Tony Rican, was also featured on this event. Here we go. Got that headlock cinched on, does Thunderfoot. I can tell Thunderfoot because all them tassels swinging around. He looks like a 12-year-old's bicycle in the 1970s.
Wait a minute, what do you mean by that?
Well, those bicycles, they used to have those tassels. You know,
Oh,
your
those, yeah, the
Billy Whack.
fringe. No, I had those. I had a big wheel.
Yeah, those tassels, you'd have them things everywhere. Then, of course, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty had to steal them and put them around their legs. Or wait, no, that would have been Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson.
That's right. And
They
then-
were the first ones to steal those tassels off a kid's bike.
And of course, don't forget
put them
about
on their wrestling boots, a la Chris Hedford.
don't forget about the Ultimate Warrior. He did it too.
Yes, he did. Not to mention, you know what I like, Billy Whack? I like the duct tape around just above the tricep.
That shows, yeah.
You know, it tightens it, makes your tricep and your bicep look bigger.
Makes your veins look like hot dogs.
A la Ron Simmons.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to do that on the way home tonight. I'm going to put electrical tape around my biceps, and I'm going to walk through the grocery store in Aurora. Yeah! Yeah! Watch me pose! Yeah!
A 2 count and Thunderfoot out at 2.
Yeah, here we go. Thunderfoot back into that corner, up on that second turnbuckle. Oh, man! Drops down with a big elbow, does Thunderfoot.
He kind of disappeared into the darkness, Richard T.
The abyss, as it were. Here we go.
Who's the referee?
It could be Hammy.
Is that Hammy? Is Hammy the referee? It's Hammy.
Sam's letting Hammy go to the Slam Center?
It's a new day and age over at Windy City.
Yes, it is. Wow, here we go. Oh, look at that, man. Went for that shot and missed it. Gets snatched down. Oh, my God, he just rolled him up, did Thunderfoot. Had him for about a 1 count. Comes up with a big kick to the back. Thunderfoot really showing us something here tonight against Maray Rocket. Look at him chop. Ooh, man, just double tomahawk chops back to the back of the neck. Get big knee lift by Thunderfoot.
Whoa, boom!
Man, what a bulldog. Down goes Maray. That could be it right there. Now, this Thunderfoot, I got to give the kid credit. I've seen him, wrestle at CCW, a POW, now with Windy City, now at War. I give the guy some credit. He's plying his trade to learn his craft.
He's plying his trade, but he didn't do me any good, Richard T. There was a couple times. I had a couple opportunities managing Thunderfoot, challenging for the Windy City World title, and he let me down.
He dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Wow. Easy to do against a champion like Austin Roberts, though. He's a tough guy, tough
That's
competitor.
right. Austin Roberts, call me, man.
That's the man to beat at Battle of the Belts. All right, here we go. Snaps down. Does Thunderfoot on Maray. Snatches him up by the short hairs. Makes his way back. Off the ropes he goes. Springboard maneuver with the leg drop. Wow, Thunderfoot hooks that leg. Only a 1 count, if that. Thunderfoot's a little frustrated at this point.
I gotta say, I like the look of War. I don't know, does War stand for anything, or is it just War?
I don't believe it does. From what I understand, it's just War. In other
War.
words, War, like, that's their brand of sports. It's a war. But, Big Buddha, who's got a lot to do over there at the War promotion. Big Buddha always has great graphics. I used to work with Big Buddha and his dad, the late, great Ray Cortese, and any poster they ever make is always top-notch. I think he probably learned a little bit with his tenure there with the Turbo Brothers in their promotion.
Oh, yeah, the Turbo Brothers.
They always had nice posters, good stars.
And you can find out more about this fine promotion by going to myspace.com/Slam Wrestling.
Yeah. Slam Wrestling. So they still got the Slam Wrestling name in there, just not Slam AWA. I guess that caused them some problems. Wait a minute. Back to the match. Out of the darkness, gets whipped Maray Rocket into the corner. Where's Thunderfoot? Here he comes. A specter in the night. Short clothesline in the corner. Snapmare over right into the middle of the ring. Excellent positioning.
Boom!
Oh, man. Look at that.
And not since Tatanka have you seen such a Native American so ferocious.
Flying tomahawk chop, even. Yeah. I will say that the Thunderfoot, he's a young guy. I'm really impressed with what he's done thus far in the sport of kings and local wrestling. But, you know, the jury's still out on Thunderfoot. You know, we'll find out at Battle of the Belts who he's going to wrestle.
You know, speaking of, whoa, a big boot, courtesy of Maray Rocket. Speaking of, excuse me, there is supposed to be a Windy City show this weekend. I haven't gotten a call. I don't know what's going on.
You didn't get a letter?
I didn't get a call. Not one phone call.
When's the last time you paid dues?
Come on.
How many Dinner with the Stars tickets did you sell? I thought so. That's why nobody called you.
All they would have to do is say that Billy Whack is going to be at Dinner of the Stars, and I guarantee you I would have already sold all of those tickets.
You got to sell 4 tickets, $25 a piece.
Really?
And you got to show up and eat rubber chicken.
Ooh.
Not to mention chipped beef on toast.
What is it with Windy City and the rubber chicken over there? It's like
chipped beef on toast.
Oh.
You know what they call that in the service, don't you?
What's that?
On a shingle.
Oh.
I can't say the whole thing. I'll get in trouble. I'll get ejected from the building. Wait a minute. Looks like Thunderfoot's up to the top. Thunderfoot lying in wait. Maray Rocket turns around, flies through the air. Big cross body.
1, 2. Whoa.
Only a 2. Hammy right in there. Referee Hammy. He's a rookie.
Hey, look at Nicholas H. just pounding the mat.
Nicholas H. brought Thunderfoot down from the, the reservation.
Well, I don't get this, because if Nicholas H. is any kind of cowboy, what's he doing associating with this Indian?
Oh, he hangs out at all the casinos.
Oh.
He goes and plays bingo up at Oneida at least once a month.
Well, I wish he'd gamble his show away to somebody.
Oh, I love it when we score. He turns around with the stopwatch. He gets jaws dropped to the floor. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 1, 2, we missed it. Wait a minute. I think that was it.
Was that it? Oh, no.
1, 2, 3.
Nicholas H. dressed to the nines. Look at him in there.
And see, that's not Nicholas H. That's C-Red. He's better looking than Nicholas H.
No, Nicholas H.
That's C-Red. He dresses better than Nicholas H.
Oh.
We're back up with this much ceiling.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing out there in
what do we have to do? Are we supposed to move closer or what?
All right, here we
I'll
go.
move closer, because at this time, we're going to bring her in. PCW's very own December!
Come on. Here she comes. All right. What's happening? Here, this is your lavalier.
I have a lavalier.
Just clip that on somewhere. If you need some help, let me know. Oh, yeah, a little Passage to Bangkok by Rush. Yeah, I like that. That's the jam.
December, I want to let you know that more effort has gone into setting up a walkway just so you could walk out here than most anything has gone on in this show, in the history of this show.
I'm very flattered. Thank you very much.
It's good to have you on the mat.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Ritchard T, nice to see you.
Thank
You're
you.
gonna sit in here with us, and we're gonna watch / critique / promote / commentate on some of these promotions that we're getting in here. But give us a little bit about yourself first. Tell us when you started and where you started.
I started in PCW March 2006. I was a manager to the Gridiron Grapplers, Steve and Joe Heisman. They have recently parted ways with themselves as brothers, which is a very tough thing as a manager, but I've sided with Joe Heisman, and I have been wrestling for 2 years, managing for 3.
So wait a minute. So that's right. We're gonna see you. We're actually gonna see her wrestle. All right. What promotions have you worked?
I've worked for Evo in Indiana one time, and I'm still with CLPW, Chicagoland Pro Wrestling in Harvard, Illinois. Mm-hmm. And of course, I'm still with Pro Championship Wrestling.
Who was the group in Indiana?
It was called Evo.
Evo.
I don't know if they're still
Where
doing that.
where did they run? What building?
Nicholas H., do you know what Evo is?
Evo. Look them up on the internet, fans. I want to know more about it.
What?
I've said on here before that Northwest Indiana feds are pale by comparison. And being a Northwest Indiana resident, sometimes it hurts me to come on here and say that on our forum for independent sports. But I'm sorry, the feds in Northwest Indiana, below tchotchke.
They need to step it up. Step it up!
Yeah, step it up. But anyhow, so you got trained at PCW.
Yes, that's correct.
Who's the boss over there?
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, no,
Obviously, I'm the boss.
all right. But I mean,
Feisty.
who's in charge of the operations of PCW? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know who's running it. Or is that like a...
I am, because I'm the boss.
Oh, all right. Are you really?
So you tell P.L. Myers what to do.
Oh, yeah.
So wait,
Is he a good boy?
I can schmooze you and
Sometimes.
get booked on PCW?
When he's not, I take things into my own hands, make sure he's disciplined.
Do you really?
Sure.
He's a big dude.
Not when I'm done with him.
Really?
Whoa.
Wow, what a
Whoa.
feisty little firecracker.
Whoa.
So Nicholas H. tells me you come out with a cheerleader type of gimmick. Is
Yes,
that correct?
I do.
Do you have any cheers for us here tonight on the mat?
I have
no pressure. No.
I have a move that requires a cheer. It's my 1st and 10 elbow, so it's 1st and 10, and then I just drop an elbow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'd take that elbow.
Nice. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you take that elbow right now here?
Yeah, I probably would.
Oh.
She's got small, demure
Oh,
hands.
you know what? I have a
She's
cheer.
dainty.
How about, oh, Billy, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Billy.
Hey. All right.
You're lucky. See, you get all
Have
the
you seen
play.
my hat? It's my hat. This is my new line.
Now, we got a match here tonight from Great Lakes Championship Wrestling. From what I understand, Billy Whack, you get all the fun stuff. She's got your whack hat on.
That's my whack hat. Maybe you should probably take that
Yeah.
off, seeing as it is my whack hat.
Well, it's not a Jimmy cap or nothing like that.
Okay.
Well, she just pulled it off her head. I mean, come on. Anyhow, back to the match tonight. We got December, this fine young lady right here, taking on the Great Cheyenne from Great Lakes Championship Wrestling. Great Lakes Championship Wrestling, somewhat of a new promotion. What can you tell me about working for Great Lakes?
It's actually CLPW, Chicagoland Pro Wrestling,
Oh, my bad.
in Harvard.
Thank you for the correction. I stand corrected, but go
No
ahead.
problem. It's in Harvard, Illinois. They've been running for, I think, about 3 shows now. Is that correct, Kevin? 4 shows. I've been there for 3, and I'm so lucky to be there. I have a blast every time I go there.
What other stars can we look to see when we go see CLPW?
Steve Boz is there. The Hooker Austin Roberts is there. Dave Storm, Koa Marie, the Great Cheyenne, obviously. Thunderfoot makes an appearance.
So it's like I'm sorry. It's like Windy City. It's like everybody else. There's like I'm sorry.
You're
It's
bad.
It's in Harvard, Illinois, so it's way
You're
south.
bad.
But it's the roster of workers that we have around this area. I'm just
You're
saying.
shooting. Billy Whack is shooting
Just
once
saying.
again.
And it's fine because they're
It's-
so far down south.
It's a culmination of a lot of the superstars in the Chicagoland area. Everybody brings their unique brand of talent there, and we all make a great show.
Okay, but the Acumen Austin Roberts, now he's being called the Hooker Austin Roberts. That's what I want to know. Is he the Acumen when he's at Windy City still, or has he switched over to the Hooker? Is Acumen Roberts now the Hooker? Because I came up with the moniker, the Hooker.
You mean at Windy City?
I'm just going to say it, Billy Whack, since we're shooting. I put that moniker on Mike Anthony when I was doing play-by-play for Windy City about 3 years ago. The fact that Acumen Austin Roberts is using it now is a big boon to the ego of Ritchard T.
I didn't know he's using it in Windy City. Is he using it?
I don't. That's what I want to know. Is he just the Hooker when he's at Great Lakes
Oh, I wouldn't know.
or Chicago rather?
Austin
CLPW.
Roberts, surrender that Windy City heavyweight title to me, and you can call yourself the Hooker in Windy City. See, look at that, bam, like
Oh,
that.
that's good. That's a good
Make it
moniker
happen.
though. The Hooker. I mean, people take it the wrong way. It's not like a streetwalker hooker, like a strutter.
It's a
like-
conversation starter.
It's
Is what it is.
It's a hooker. It's like Hackenschmatt.
Hackenschmidt.
Gotch. You know, those real life guys that tie you up and take you down and put you in a hold. They'll stretch you, kind of like Stu Hart. That was a hooker. Stu Hart was a hooker. Yeah. You know, hook you like Lou Thez. It's a wrestling thing, Billy Whack.
I know,
So have you
but-
gotten to the training center yet?
The training? You mean the Windy City training?
Yeah,
center?
you need to get in there for a workout with
Ah,
Sam.
look at this. All I'm going to have to do is just maybe just stop smoking like 3 days maybe before the match. If there's even going to be a match. Sam, I'm half tempted to call you live on the mat, from On the Mat, because there's supposed to be a show this week. I don't even know what's going on. Nobody's called me. I should know.
Where is the show, do we know?
I don't know. TBD, which I guess is to be determined.
Real quickly, I didn't get the actual internet printout this week from Nicholas H., but from what I understand, there's a story that was on the news about Vern Gagne possibly being involved in the death of another member at this old folks' home Vern was staying at. Any fans that want to send information to us via the internet on the Chicago Pro Wrestling Board, address it to Ritchard T., address it to Billy Whack. I want to know more about this story. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we will.
Vern Gagne.
It'll be done. It'll be wrapped up by then.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? You would hope he's just relaxing. He's at the old folks' home. He's watching a little bit of WWE 247 featuring the AWA Chronicles. I mean, there's great AWA footage that you can see on WWE 247 now, Billy Whack.
The man has Alzheimer's.
I know, and that's sad. But what did he do? Did he stretch some guy? Did he stretch another inmate at the old folks' home? We've got a match tonight featuring none other than our in-studio guest December, taking on the Great Cheyenne. I think I know this Great Cheyenne. She's an Indian maiden. Henceforth, our Native American theme continues right here on the Mat tonight. Oh, look at that.
Wow. Now, okay. Now who's the referee?
That's Koa Marie.
Koa Marie.
Oh, Marie,
Koa Marie,
baby.
appearing in the pages of Playboy recently.
I can't say as I blame her.
Kevin,
I might buy that issue.
have you gotten your copy yet?
No,
No, you have not. All right.
I'll have it next Tuesday.
The next
Whoa,
Tuesday,
big
all right.
slap. Wait a minute. Look at that. The Great Cheyenne really taking it. That's taking it to you, December. Chime in anytime you want. Look at that.
Now, at this point, are you
That's
afraid? I mean, there is a definite size difference. Does this intimidate you at all? I mean, I see you're like a spitfire in the ring, but are you at all intimidated?
I am actually not very intimidated. I wouldn't be here if I look at that. She's running for me. I mean, she might be bigger, but I mean, I think I definitely have a slight advantage over her because what I do with my size, I'm very small, but I use every little bit of energy that I have.
Yeah, and you came right at her, took it to her, punching her. I like this.
And if I can ask you, December, I mean, what's going on here? You look mad as hell, and you're not going to take it anymore. I mean, what is going on?
Well, she was very disrespectful toward me. She was disrespectful toward the fans, and I didn't want to. I don't want the fans to have to hear her BS.
She was snatching you by the hair. This is pretty brutal female action, I'm going to say.
Cole Maray has her knee pads on tonight.
Yeah, she's all ready for action. She's going to have to jump down and get that count. That can hurt your knees, especially if you got nylon on.
I'm still a little woozy at this point, so I stumble my way back to the ring, try to find a victory here tonight.
Making your way back in there is December. So's the referee, but wait a minute, lying in wait is the great Cheyenne. Big boot by Cheyenne. She is a big chick. That's a big lady. I can say chick, right? Whoa. Oh my goodness, what happened there? Dropped you right down. Face plant?
Face plant.
That was a serious face plant. Now the great Cheyenne snatches December up again, rolls her over for a suplex. Oh man, that can really hurt the back, you can tell.
Cole Maray. Smoke. Whoa. But smoke was going to start coming out of her ears.
What, she was thinking too hard?
She was counting to 2.
That's rough stuff.
Sorry, Cole. I love you.
Okay, here we go. Speaking of cutie pies, there's December in there opening up a can of you-know-what on the great Cheyenne. Whoa, what a suplex!
Wow.
Look at the size of that woman, and she got her over.
I did not even
that hurt
expect
me
it.
almost as much as it hurt her, I'm sure.
Hooks the leg for the one, only maybe a two, nonetheless. Valiant effort on the part of December. And how many young ladies in the Chicago wrestling could bring a match where she's really going at it? I got to give her credit here.
I know.
Whips her across, big elbow. Oh, you're pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are. Look at this.
A cartwheel, I like it.
Whoa.
Cartwheel into the leg drop, beautiful.
Wow, where were you in the LWF heyday?
Yeah,
You
she
and
can
Dixie
actually
and-
wrestle.
wow.
I see some capabilities here.
So how locked in are you over at PCW? Yeah. No, go ahead.
I love those guys. They gave me my cartwheel into a leg drop. I could never fully repay them for that.
Nice elbow. Look at this. December's really taken over on the great Cheyenne. Gets that leg hooked. Koa down for the count, only a 2. But wrestling a very sound match thus far, Billy Whack.
Absolutely.
December going for those pins, going for those really just not necessarily high-risk maneuvers, but just taking it to her opponent and a much bigger individual in the great Cheyenne.
And it's like you said, Richard, taking it to your opponent.
Yeah, chasing them. They run out of the ring, she runs her down. Gosh, it's almost like she's being managed by Ritchard T.
I can't believe she's so nice sitting here next to us. December, you look angry here.
Uh-oh. Cheyenne taking over. Got them big clubbing blows to the back. Snatches her up. Oh, man, punch to the gut. You know that hurts. Snatches her up.
Cheyenne slam.
It just said snatches her up.
I think he's laughing at your word
God.
usage.
My what?
Your word usage, I think that's what he's laughing
I
at.
just calls it like I see it. Billy Whack, you're like a little hot
know.
dog. I could say hot
know,
dog,
I
and you're
know.
going to go into hysterics.
It was the way you said it, and then you said it again, and then I...
Say, geez, oh, Pete.
Yeah,
Wiener.
So disrespectful.
He said
I'm sorry.
wiener.
I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Wait a minute, Cole Maray.
It's the coffee. Kevin Stebbins is putting something in the coffee. Here.
Kevin Stubbins, that's his last name? Stubbins?
No.
Our in-house production assistant?
No, that's the old guy. We got the new guy.
Oh, he
the
don't
new
want his
Kevin.
last name on there. Because you come up with all kinds of nick. Oh, I bet he had them all in high school. Stubby Stubbins, don't get me going. I hit it right on the head, didn't I? He's getting mad now.
So much anger. In this
All right, wait a minute. Back to this match. Sorry we're screwing around here. Look at this, man. Cheyenne is she's brutal, man. She just kicks her. Now she's making her way up to the top. This could be devastating. I'm sorry. A woman of that size coming down on little December.
Were you scared for your life at this point?
I was in and out of consciousness right here.
Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Right down on her. She hit every inch
Great
of that.
Cheyenne.
1, 2. Only a 2.
It was a 3.
Oh,
That
was
was
It was
a
a 3.
We couldn't see that.